All right, welcome back to Deep Within the Man Cave. My name is Jeremy. Today we are going to be talking about mindset and living in the moment. Now, I know I've touched on this in the past videos, but some real important stuff and how it can change the way you deal with day-to-day things. So we'll start off with an example. So Wednesday up here in Canada was Canada Day. It was also the first day that my boys were going to spend the night at their mother's. We moved her out on Monday. It was a very difficult day. Got her set up in her new place and celebrated her birthday that day as well, just the four of us. So been a rough week, but still I'm doing all right, and I choose to be okay, and that is the positive mindset. Do I like what happened? Absolutely not. Am I for it? No, but it happened, and that's something that I can't control. So I can either choose to look at it as something negative or deal with it in a positive manner and set a good example for my boys, which is the way I chose to do it. Yes, it was emotional. It's very hard. We moved as a family, and we celebrated her birthday that evening, and I felt it was very important for the boys to see that even though we're not in the same house together anymore, that we do still care for each other, and that we set a good example by leading and yeah, that kind of thing. So we'll start with Wednesday, which was June 1st, Canada Day. The boys were going to their mother's in the afternoon. I was dropping them off. So I get up. I was going to go pick up breakfast because we slept in, which is nice. Go outside. It's pouring rain. It's been raining on and off all week for the whole week, and raining like not just a little bit here and there, but a lot. So I go outside and flat tire. There's a bolt sticking in my tire. So I could risk it and drive it and then have the bolt fall out and then the flat tire, and I gotta change it in the middle of the road. Well, that's not good. So I decided to, I had to change it. There's no getting around it. So I was gonna get wet, so I put on my work clothes, drove my truck around to the garage, jacked it up in the rain, got soaking wet. As the puddles grew around me, I changed the tire. So whatever, that's the old me, the negative mindset. That would have set me off. That I would have been grumpy all day. It would have been, boo-hoo, and oh yeah, this is happening to me. Well, you know what? It happened. I can't make that it didn't rain. I can't decide that the bolt didn't decide my tire was a good place to sleep. So the only thing you can do is change it. And sure, it sucks, but you just get after it and you do it. You get wet, you can always change your clothes, you can always dry off. So boom, did it. About half an hour later, I was back on the road picking up breakfast for us. I was feeling good, feeling positive. I noticed that there was an older gentleman behind me in the drive-thru. So you know what? I picked up his tab too. Just felt like something, the right thing to do, and I was having a good day, even though all that stuff happened. Get home, I had to do some work on some table legs for my wife's dining room table, so I quickly finished that off, and we loaded up the kids, or I loaded up the kids, and we went to her place, and I put the table together and did a couple of little things for her that she needed help with. So after that, I left the boys and I was alone. So I knew it was going to be a tough day. So I knew I had to keep myself busy, keep myself motivated, and look at things in a right way. So I was like, okay, we need groceries. So I went and got groceries. I decided to put a roast in the smoker, so I did that. I invited my dad over for a post Father's Day smoked roast dinner. Had that. Great. Sat on the deck, drank some beer, ate some roast. Good. That evening, I picked up my mom and I went and picked up a new bike and we went and got dessert. So, you know, even though I wasn't celebrating Canada Day with my family like I had wanted to, like we have done in previous years with family and friends, I still celebrated it with my mom and my dad. I talked to my kids that night, and then, yeah, I kept myself busy. So I knew that it was going to be rough, so I gave myself odd jobs like I pre-planned. And that is one way to stay in a positive mindset. Now, being in the moment is quite similar, but it helps if you have a positive mindset to start. So, knowing that you can't change what happens outside of your control, the only thing you can control is the way you react to it. So, say for example you had a big job that you had to get done, but it was raining outside, so you couldn't get it done. Well, that sucks that you can't get the job done. Does it put the job behind a day or two? Maybe. Most people are pretty reasonable. If it's too dangerous to work in the rain, well, it's an extra day off, or maybe some time to do some running around that you needed to do. So it's all in how you look at situations and how they pop up. You just have to roll with it, and enjoy what's happening and not let things that don't go your way frustrate you. You know, quite often people make plans for like a long weekend or something like that, and then it rains, or up here in Canada it snows. So what? You can still have fun. Doesn't mean doesn't mean your weekend is ruined. It just means what you do might change and how you look at it might change. So you really have to be willing to look for the things you can do in a situation that, still, your plans might have been ruined, but it doesn't mean the end of the world. So, go for a walk, whatever, just enjoy the moment. I got up, so Thursday morning, my kids were coming home that afternoon. I'm like, okay, I slept in, I had a good breakfast, couple cups of coffee on the deck, enjoyed the sun, enjoyed the nice and quiet, even though it was a little eerie. Hung out with my dog. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going exploring on my bike. So, got everything all locked up in the house, and I hit the bike path, and I just went, because I wanted to go for a bike ride. I wanted to test out my new bike. I used to bike all the time, and I haven't, and I miss it, and it's an excellent form of exercise. So I pushed it as hard as I could. I felt it. My legs were sore, my chest was sore. My lungs I needed oxygen. But I rode hard for an hour. I felt great. I was tired. I found some new places to go check out tomorrow morning on the bike. Some trails to ride like I used to ride. So, you know, I took a day that could be sad. I could have had a pity party for myself, but I turned it into something that I'm quite proud of. This whole situation with my wife and me separating is something that I've lived with in my past and never thought would happen to me, but it has. So I have to make the best out of it. I have to show up for my kids and be a good role model for them, because that's what's important to me. Being a good role model for my children, and give them the guidance that maybe I was missing or I didn't catch when I was younger and it happened to me. So you really do just have to roll with it. You know, you make plans with a friend and then they cancel. Well, it doesn't mean you can't necessarily do what you were going to do anyways. You just do it by yourself, or you find somebody else to do it with. You just can't get stuck on what isn't happening at that moment. Concentrate on what is happening. You know, it's pouring outside. Well, we put on our rain gear. We went for a walk this evening. It was great. We had fun. Got stuck in the rain a little bit. It was okay. We got wet, whatever. But we were outside, enjoying the fresh air, splashing around in puddles. So it's all in how you look at it. And the positive mindset is like very important for living in the moment and seeing things that you might not necessarily recognize or enjoy. You probably see them every day and you think nothing of it. But you know, sitting on the deck having a cup of coffee and having the birds chirp. But that's the only sound you hear because it's nice and peaceful and quiet. No, I'm not a huge bird fan, but it's nice. It's better than cars screeching, children screaming, you know, people throwing dishes at you, whatever. You know, just enjoy the moment. Look around, check out how green the trees have gotten, how big your flowers have grown, how much lawn you gotta cut, because it keeps on raining and raining and raining. But at least you have a lawn to cut, right? Those kind of things. It's all on how you look at it, all the spin you take on it. If you look at things in a negative way, everything will be negative. Guaranteed. You won't see the good in the situation that's happening. So stay positive, look for the good in everything that's happening. Even dark stuff has good stuff in it. You just have to look for it. You have to decide to look for it. It's up to you. It's not going to find you. You have to look for it. But it's there. If you look deep enough, it's there. So being, you know, able to just roll with what's going on and choose to look at life as, hey, this is awesome. What can we learn today? What can we do today? How can I enjoy myself today? You know, you might not get everything done that you want to get done, but you get stuff done. You enjoy time with your family that you didn't think you were going to get, or something like that, and boom, perfect. Turns out to be a pretty darn good day. So yeah, that's today's thing. I just want to give an example of, you know, what's happened with me this week. So I figured that was a good example because I decided to stay positive. We've, as a family, have definitely had some wins. You know, we've hung out together almost every day, and done stuff together as a family because we still are a family. We just don't live at the same house every day. I'm hopeful that that will change, but I can't control that. All I can control is myself. So I'm looking at it as an opportunity to better myself, continue on with these videos, making them better, reaching out, helping more people. I've had a couple of people reach out to me and say that they've seen these videos and thank me for them, which I'm very proud of. So please, if any of these videos have helped you or anything like that, or you like them, please subscribe to Deep Within the Man Cave on YouTube and check them out. Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you don't. My feelings won't get hurt, so please be honest and leave me a comment. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you are. If anything I can help, I'm always here. So yeah, please subscribe. Let me know that you've subscribed. Let's get this movement going. Men's health, especially men's health. I mean, mental health is important for everybody. Men's health seems to be, it's growing, but it's not where it should be. You know, it's important. It's important. You're important. You're important to like your family and all that stuff, and to friends and complete strangers that you haven't met yet. So don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. You're worth it. Be kind to yourselves. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends, share, and I will see you next week with a couple videos. Until then, be safe, be kind.